Mount Baekdu. That's the tallest, largest mountains in Korean Peninsula. And again, it's like you have that how do you call it, everlasting snows, and then the big volcanic mountains. Not volcanic mountain, volcanic lake. It's called Cheonji. You can climb it from Chinese side, from the China side. I have never been there, but some of my family members have been to this Mount Baekdu. And then Kyunghee Mountain is also part of it from the South Korea, and the other part is accessible from North Korea. And this is one of the most beautiful mountains in the east coast of Korea. And then this is the Jeju Island. Remember, this is how Jeju Island looks like. And there is another volcanic crater, and that is called the Hallasan, like a Halla mountain. So it erupted from here, and then the island was formed like this. And Dokdo, you probably hear about Dokdo, this spelling, in international news, because there is some dispute of territory between South Korea and Japan. So South Koreans, they argue that this Dokdo has always been part of their territory, and Japan argues that, well, in the late 19th century, somehow Dokdo became part of Japan, and it's under dispute. So Dokdo is right here in the middle. And then Japanese region is from Korean Peninsula, this is over 200 kilometers. And from Japan's territory, it's only 150 kilometers, it's close. But Korean people argue that it was part of Ulleungdo, so that's why Dokdo belongs to Korea. So it's the international dispute. You will read about it. And then, so this one is called the Sea of Japan, and Korean people claim that it must be called as East Sea. So again, there is, how we call it, activist group who looked at all kinds of maps around the world, and then they alert the map writer that, well, you have to change the label as East Sea because it's the east of Korea, not Japanese Ocean. So this is the, I think, Ulleung Island, and then this is the Dokdo. So I'm almost toward the end of introduction. So this is Busan International Film Festival, the Busan. So the film festival actually starts in October. So maybe it will be like a limited attendance event this year, but it's a very important film festival. And then Gwangju, they have art festival every year. It's every other year because it's biennial. So that's an important cultural center. And let me see, maybe this is the end of my introduction. Hold on. Oh, it was not, okay. So this is the City Hall area. So if you ever visit Korea, this is a must-go place. It's like a City Hall of New York City. So this is the Gyeongbok Palace. It used to be the main palace of the Joseon Dynasty. And then right behind, you see this blue roof tiles. So this is called the Blue House, current presidential palace. And then this is King Sejong. Where is King Sejong? King Sejong is the one who invented Hangul, Korean alphabet. So his statue is prominent in that plaza. And then we use his portrait as main currency of 10,000 won. And then in front of him, we have this general with a sword. His name is Lee Sun-shin. And then I think Lee Sun-shin is also on the currency of 1,000 won. He's a main hero who saved the Joseon Dynasty from Japanese invasion. And these are Bukhan Mountains. So current Seoul is the capital, and the, where is it? The Gyeongbokgung Palace and the City Hall is right here, Jongno-gu area. So this is the central location. And during the Joseon Dynasty, the main capital was only about this big. But currently, in the 20th and 21st century, the Seoul expanded like here, so that you have the main river. This is Han River, and then we have the rivers north and rivers south, and rivers south is called Gangnam. But it's important for fashion students because that's the main area for fashion trendsetters and fashion forecasters. Main political buildings and administrative buildings are usually in the northern part, but like all those hip shops or new apartment condominiums or the stylish people gather together in this Gangnam-gu area. Like around here, you have sort of a Madison Avenue style boutique shops. Anyhow, this we will study some other time. These are old maps of Seoul. So this one really explains that the Cheonggyecheon is right here. And then this is a big Han River. So people thought that going to this Gangnam area is dangerous. These were actually agricultural field. People never left below the Namsan area. Namsan is right here. And then so finally, I want to talk a little bit about Korean naturalism. Korean art, as we are going to study today, I mean, in this semester, they usually have this type of forms. How can you say? Not ornamental, not luxurious, or not gigantic. They are usually of human scale. So that beauty is usually called Korean naturalism. Harmony with the nature, human scale, sustainable, these are important. So now I have a question for you. So out of these, which one looks like a Korean work of porcelain? You can turn on the microphone and say which one. There is no clear answer.
The white one?
The white one? Who's talking? Can you tell me your name?
Jimmy?
Oh, this is Jimmy. So what's your reason?
It looks very tiny of human scale, and it's not like something super decorative or huge.
Super decorative. Yeah, that's a good point. Somebody else who wants to jump in and explain your reason?
I also think the white one.
Who's this? A woman? Yeah. Who's this?
Minjung.
Hi, Minjung.
Hi. I also think the white one because it looks like Joseon Dynasty's porcelain.
Right, that's correct. Yes, I mean, you know, like the reason I came out with this is right. Like if you want to admire an amazing workmanship, right? If you see this yellow flat flask, you will see this engraved negative lines, right? Perfect symmetry. But as we are going to study later, the white jar of Joseon Dynasty, it's not even perfect symmetry. It's a little. Do you see these lines? It's not even like a perfect symmetry, and then the colors are not like a pure milk white overall. It has a little blotches or mosaic colors here and there. So the reason I want to explain to you is it's not that they cannot make this. I mean, if they really try, they can make this as well with the training, but somehow the aesthetics, the kind of beauty that they are pursuing are more like casual looking, go with the flow, and then how can I say, like it respecting the nature as is, and then they respect the sustainability and so forth. But they are all functional, like extremely functional and durable. That's also what I want to emphasize. So this slide is important. So when you review it, I want you to think about it, and this is something that we will reflect on throughout the semester.